And welcome back to Retirement Results, Result Drivers. I'm Ford Stokes, your Chief Financial Advisor. And I got Sam Davis here with us, who's our Senior Financial Advisor and co-host on Retirement Results and has been for 5+ years. Sam, let's go ahead and share the problem solver that deals with 401ks and also really answers the question, what do you do with that stray 401k or that orphan 401k?
Yeah, this is a great problem solver for this week and a good one for all of the result drivers to keep in mind. Ford, we've actually helped quite a few people with this exact problem this year. And here's the problem solver for this segment too. Do you have a stray 401k? So the problem is many people neglect to roll over the funds from a previous employer's retirement plan. Maybe you switched jobs in the past year or two, maybe longer, and that other plan has just been sitting there kind of off to the side. We'll call that a stray 401k. Sometimes you'll hear that called an orphaned 401k. Now we changed the names here to protect the innocent, the identity of those who these are about. But we worked with James recently. He's an engineer. He changed jobs a couple years ago. He's still younger in his career, so he switched to a position that would be better for him so he can work up in management. He had a sizable IRA, but he had a stray 401k at his old job that could have been earning him more. It was just sitting in target date funds and whatever he had set it to years prior. So the solution is we worked with James to roll over that $100,000 and combine that with his assets in his IRA. Or should probably just say establish a rollover IRA there. Yeah,
that's fine.
So what we did to help get started on fixing that is rolling over the $100,000 in James' old 401k plan and really help him take control of those assets. He now has more investment options than he had in that previous plan. And we actually helped him replace a bond portion of his portfolio with fixed indexed annuities so he can place a floor of protection on his hard-earned retirement savings. And Ford, this is a good thing for people to keep in mind if they have some old 401ks out there. Make sure you're not just leaving it, collecting dust in the corner.
Yeah, what's interesting for James is he had kind of multiple IRAs and multiple 401ks, and so we were able to kind of consolidate all those into one rollover IRA. There also was no tax event to do those rollovers. So a lot of people don't know, hey, wait a second, is this going to cost me money? Am I going to do it? Am I have to pay taxes when I roll the money over? When you implement a traditional 401k rollover or traditional IRA rollover, there are no taxes taken out at that time. They're just rolling it over into the new account. You don't pay taxes until you actually start withdrawing money from the account and taking it into your checking account and spending it. So, and then when you do that, that'll be ordinary income. That's also why we help people implement Roth ladder conversions so they can delete the IRS from being their partner in those IRA accounts. Also, if you want to implement a Roth ladder conversion, you do need to move the money from your 401k into an IRA first. You don't do a Roth conversion from your 401k direct to a Roth IRA. You need to go from an IRA to a Roth IRA. Let me take a step back to Sam. I want to talk about the smart inspection. I want everybody to understand what we do for every listener. We kind of talked about it on a high level that, hey, here we're going to understand the risk you're taking, the fees you're paying, and the correlation of your assets with your current plan that has nothing to do with us. But let me tell you everything that you get when you meet with us at Active Wealth Management. Again, also the advisors at Active Wealth Management are the ones that power Retirement Results. You got Sam and me here hosting the show. We've also got Matt McClure, who's our roving reporter, who usually gives us some really great quick news vignettes each and every week. And he's based out of our Midtown office. Sam and I are based out of our Alpharetta office. And then we've also got Carol based out of our Kennesaw office. And so we're happy. And also Brandy Seats is up there as well. So let's just go through this real quick. Number one is we're going to review your accounts. We're going to review your IRAs, your 401ks, and anywhere where you hold assets, including cash. We're going to assess your current balances and fee structures, how much you've been able to really save for retirement. We're also going to help you understand what you're currently paying in fees, in management fees, whether that's advisory fees or portfolio fees or both, or all that combined. We're also going to help you understand the expense ratio within your portfolio that we talked about. We're also going to review the rates of return of the last 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years, basically, because we're going to include that 2008 so you can understand how much risk you're really taking. We're also going to help you determine the answer to this important question. Do you have a positive retirement income surplus or a negative retirement income gap? With inflation that we've seen over the last 4 years, a negative retirement income gap is going to widen as inflation rears its ugly head and continues to erode your buying power with the assets you currently have. We've got to really try to figure out a way to start with a positive retirement income surplus, and that includes taxes. We're going to look at the tax situation too. We'll also do an annuity x-ray on any annuities or pension plans that you currently have, especially if you're considering a lump sum, taking a lump sum in your pension, or if you're considering creating your own personal pension. If you're looking for mailbox money, as many of you have heard me talk about on the show, Sam, we always ask the question, hey, why are farmers' hats bending on the sides? It's because they're looking in the mailbox for the subsidy check. We're going to try to help you get that mailbox money to make sure that you don't have to worry about your finances month over month, week over week. We're trying to make sure that you get a monthly income, and we can help you do that absolutely at no cost to you. Also, there's some really attractive annuities right now that are paying significant participation rates. They're paying what's called a roll-up rate, where they're giving you like 8% every year into the income account, guaranteed, regardless how the market performs, which is really remarkable. And if the market performs well and outstrips the 8%, then you'll go with the higher amount. We can help you do all of those things. We'll also determine if you have a tax problem. I'll give you an example. If you've got $1 million in your IRA and no other money, guess what? You have a tax problem. The IRS is your partner in retirement. Sorry.